Hi, and welcome to this episode of Inside the Brickbox LEGO Community News. I'm back after having a week being sick, so sorry about no ACA last week. Yeah, no, I'm a bit better. Still got a sore throat, so yeah. Sorry, reading the chats. Tonight in the show, we'll be talking about Lego versus Leopard. What is the outcome of that? Changes coming to Flickr after acquisition. New brick separator, brick tool color coming in 2019. And Lego to launch Lego exclusive sets to China. This and much more on this episode of Inside the Brick Box Lego Community News. And I'd like to put a quick shout out to everyone in the chat. Douglas, mate. Nope, not pressing the red button tonight. And Martin M, welcome aboard.
And better late than never.
Had a tiring day, ABC.
What makes you say that?
Well, I think you either slept in or dinner was late.
All of the above.
That's close.
What have I missed?
Not much. I just clicked the thing. I was just doing the intro.
Oh, okay. So, FYI, I was the mysterious other person that was in. I was just trying to hurry up and get in here. Anyway, moving on.
Well, now you're here, I can change around my thing. We're going to start off talking about Flickr.
Oh, yes.
Big changes, Tom.
Annoying for people who took advantage of the fact that they had a terabyte of free space. Yeah, if you have more than 1,000 photos, guess what, boys and girls? You either have to cull, find another service, or you have to pay.
Yeah.
Puts me in a awkward position with hundreds of thousands of photos.
Yeah. So, what's happened is Yahoo, as badly as they're going, sold off Flickr to SmugMug. And in the new year, they're bringing out, where was the thing? I was reading it earlier. A new, a pro and free account levels.
Oh, there's always been a pro and a free account level.
Yeah.
The difference being that the pro level gave you certain perks.
Yeah.
And the free account had limitations on how much space they would actually let you have without having to pay. Yeah. So they always had ads.
So, yeah. So everyone who sadly changed from Brickshelf to Flickr, this is going to hurt everyone out there. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Well, yeah, what's going to happen is it's going to cause problems, because if you're limited to 1,000 photos is bugger all. Yeah. Like, I have archives of like 6 years of Lego photos on there. And I suppose, people who are into photography a lot heavier than I am, might say, whatever the pro subscription is going to be isn't going to be that much. It's like, well, when you have a budget and, you can only stretch it so far, a little thing like an extra yearly subscription when, you're only paying yearly subscriptions for Lightroom, Photoshop, you're a Lego person. You need to buy a Lego in order to have things built to actually photograph. or pay money to go to shows and take photos of things at shows, or that there are other expenses. And this is like I don't know, it came out of the blue after you knew that you had this much space. So like I was budgeting my space by making the pictures smaller, more suited to web viewing. So yeah, this is going to be really complicated for me, because I know that I've used some Flickr photos for our club's blog, and now I'm going to have to go back through several years of stuff and rehost images.
Yeah.
Because I was having issues with WordPress. WordPress wasn't letting me. It's a long story. It's a long story, but yeah. Basically, yeah, this is going to cause lots of grief, but I'm assuming everyone will just get over it, and it will just be the new normal.
Well, it seems like it's starting to become the norm since Google started doing everything with theirs, bringing out paid subscription services left, right, and center, including YouTube, and now their online storage services are being restricted back. And I think it's just all other big major companies are just now looking at the same thing and doing the same.
Yeah.
And it's, in the long run, it some ways will hurt the websites, but yeah, the big companies, they'll get around it.
Yeah. Douglas has an interesting point. He says people will just create a shitload of accounts to get around it. Yeah and no. Like that. 1,000 photos might sound like a lot to some people, but 1,000 photos, I do more than that in a year easily, of just stuff for shows. So yeah, I would run out of space pretty quickly. I suppose I have the option of taking the stuff that needs to belong to QLug, for example, and creating a QLug account and putting that all in QLug. But at the same token, it's my work, it's my photos. I would like to keep them on my account. So I feel like I'm being held to ransom here. That I'm going to have no choice. I really hope that they have like a lower level subscription option. For people who aren't professionals. Like, I can understand having a pro account subscription if you're a photographer and that is your job, or you're a freelance photographer and that is what you're trying to promote. For me, photography is just it's just a side effect.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I think of it, maybe it's time for another company to come jump in and set up a new web service.
Well, I think the problem stems from that it's expensive to offer these things. And people are using Flickr because Facebook, oh my God, have you ever tried to upload something to Facebook? Like a picture, that they mess with the quality massively with the upload, with how they crunch the photos, and people are using Flickr as an option to getting your high resolution stuff so that you weren't losing quality. But the problem is that it's a trade-off. You can have free on Facebook, for example, but then you're limited to only people who are on Facebook. At least with Flickr, you could always just share a link and people who aren't on Flickr could still look at it. It's going to suck. Douglas says, so you would create a show account for each show, then a Kilo Gilly account, etc. That would be a lot of logins. No thanks. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to look at options and see what's the best. But I might be stuck having to pay because if anyone's looked at the Aussie Brick Chick Flickr account, you'll know there's a lot of there.
Yeah.
And I've also used it as like a backup for family, like irreplaceable family photos too, as like an extra backup.
And that's horrible to go through and fix everything up and try and
It's
find
like,
somewhere else to store.
yeah, I've got stuff that are in, private Facebook albums for, backing up family stuff. But I've also got a lot of like recent family stuff that's on Flickr. So I'd have to go through and go remove. I'm wondering what they're going to do for accounts that refuse to upgrade a subscription but have far too many photos to have a free subscription. What are they going to do? Lock them up? Make them, I don't know, make them not public? Then it's still consuming space, which is going to cost money. Space costs money. Your photos have to be physically hosted somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds really messy.
Yeah. Well, sadly, it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
Everyone knew Yahoo was on its way out. I think whoever the original creator of Flickr, you shouldn't have sold the Yahoo. Everyone knew Yahoo was dying about a decade ago. And yeah.
Everyone moved over to Google. No, actually, I moved over to Google really early on, like Google email and all that, because Yahoo did something to my email address and I couldn't access anything. So I was like, you can't fix this, fine. A friend says, oh, I've got Gmail, I'll send you an invite. I joined Gmail way back when you had to get an invite to get an account. Which is why I now get annoying emails from that other Cherie somewhere in the world. Actually, there's been a number of them. The most recent one obviously just, ignores my messages. Anyway. Moving on. Oh, yeah. Douglas says, does Instagram reduce quality? Yeah. Yeah. They're only really small images and, you use filters and stuff. That at least when you take photos on Instagram, it gives you the option you can save the original because it is your camera that's taking the photo. I suppose if you wanted to just share stuff, you could just go social like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. But the main focus for Flickr was storage of images and your ability to, put together albums of things that were better quality.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It'll basically come down, is it cheaper? It's going to be cheaper than just going out and getting your own hosting versus...
Yeah. Look, honestly,
that's half the problem.
I can fix the issue for our club. It's the fixing the issue for myself that's going to be the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I would pretty much have to remove, like, all Lego photos, which is, completely the point of the public, the public albums that I have. So I might just have to bite the bullet and see what subscriptions services they put up. I hope they put up, like, ones that are lower tiered than what they currently have, because I don't use Flickr enough to warrant that kind of expense.
Yeah.
It's just the storage. Like, if I'm just going to use it for storage, I might as well go find a proper storage site. But, these days, who can trust any company to be around at any particular time that your data is going to be safe? That's why I always, post things in multiple places so that hopefully, I'll be able to keep my digital everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm at the point I'm planning to build a server soon after I upgrade my computer for storing stuff. But yeah, when it comes to off-site stuff, It's hard. It's really hard.
And that's the thing is that, when it comes down to images that you don't want to lose in case of hardware failure on a computer, or if your phone dies and you've got kajillion photos stored on your phone, Flickr is such a good app too. Like, you can set it up to automatically grab everything off your phone or your devices, and it keeps it in like a private area of your Flickr account until you go, that make public, put in this album.
It's like YouTube's. You have your videos are private.
Yeah, similar sort of idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm guessing that people that are avid Flickr fans are just gonna have to bite the bullet and pay. Sucks.
Yeah, I seriously wouldn't trust a thumb drive.
Tassiped. Thumb drives, they only have so much of a shelf life. Be very careful about that. I mean, even really good quality hard drives can't be trusted long term.
Personally, if you want to save something and you got the money to spend, get server quality red hard drives. And having a NAS at home would probably be the first step in the right direction if you want to save your good quality photos. Because a lot of those NASs come with storage recovery. Anything goes wrong, you can get it back. But with flashes, they fail. A cheap flash memory card, they fail. But cloud storage is one way to get around that problem too. That's the same technology.
That's an expense.
Yeah.
Unless you're lucky enough. I like the way that Flickr kind of works, Apple's cloud. Like, it just grabs things and you don't have to worry about, so long as you've got it set up, obviously. You've got options where you can choose to have it only upload when you're home on the Wi-Fi. Or you can, if you're out and about and you're taking lots of photos and you just want to, have that backup immediately, if you've got a good data plan like mine, Flickr's got them. Downside is I have too many photos in Flickr, they're going to make me pay.
Oh, that's what you get for buying your, what was it, D7 you bought? Your camera.
My camera. I don't have a camera.
Your big camera.
Oh, my Canon.
When you bought that, that's when you went nuts with your photos.
7D. It's a 7D.
7D. I thought, 7D, yeah.
Like, what's a D7?
7D.
No, look, honestly, since I've let go, I haven't taken as many photos as I used to. Yeah. Except for when I'm at shows. And then I take like 200, 300, 400.
And then you go back and do backups as well.
I didn't take enough photos at the last show. My flash wasn't working. Like, I needed new batteries, and I was like, I'll just take some non-flash photos. It'll be right. I was wrong. And I did that fully expecting that, the next day I would go around and take like second round of photos with flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping by mid next year to have my new camera, and I'm going to have a Nikon camera that actually can take video good quality.
That's about saying Marty M and I have been very lucky with thumb drives for years. We don't trust online storage. Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with doing a bit of both. Like, I say don't depend on one kind of backup. Have multiple kinds of backups. You're better off having a couple of redundant backups that you can, hopefully depend on. Particularly in this current economic climate where companies go bust without you, seeing it coming.
Yeah.
But when you're looking at something with a huge following like Flickr, with professionals that, there are people that are paid subscribers on Flickr already. So it must have a value because they sold it.
You think, and you got to think along the lines. That's petabytes of petabytes on petabytes with the images out there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep. And some people use Flickr like people use SmugMug, because SmugMug is very similar thing. It's aimed at the pro photographer, amateur, semi-pro photographer that wants to potentially sell their images. Whereas Flickr has always been a mix of both, of your pro, semi-pros, and just people who like the idea of sharing in that way, like the extra social side of it too, because they have like groups.
It's getting to me. It seems like it's starting to come to the end of the sharing era. It's like no company wants to help the little guys share anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, Google's one of them. Yahoo now gone out.
What do you mean by Google?
Well, not supporting the little guys and that who do video photography and that. That's really been hurting a lot of people out there lately.
In what way? Sorry, I'm not grasping what you're trying to say.
Well, storage relating stuff. Oh damn it! Come on, brain, work. I know you had a week off.
Because Google's apps and storage is not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
But they're not aimed at the image market. They're aimed more like people have documents. Documents take up a lot less space.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe there's a move away from the free model. Is that what you're trying to say? Move away from the free model where user pays.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got things like Netflix, you've got things like Stan and Hulu and Disney. Everyone's moving into we want our slice of this pie where we can get money without having to have a third party involved, have a direct relationship like it used to be when, mainstream media was like television and film and not online and socials and all that sort of stuff. Cut out the middleman. Anyway, I think we've done this topic to death. What's next?
Damn it.
And hopefully this won't be the death of Flickr.
Oh, please no.
I don't want to call that, no. Next. What's next?
Getting it without pressing that annoying red button.
Press the red button, Adam.
I am not pressing the red button.
Douglas made me say it.
He didn't say anything then.
No, he said it in my head. Douglas lives in my head.
Okay. Leopard order. The hell?
He's in my ear. He's saying, "Press the red button." I don't have the red button, Douglas, but press the red button.
Leopard ordered to stop making and selling imitation Lego products by trying to
this feels like plugging one little hole with your thumb and then having like 10 million holes just go. I have heard rumors that Lepin has just started a new company yet again and is just continuing to do the same thing with a different name. It's like, well, okay, you said Lepin can't do this, but what about this name? It is like it is making a point, but I think it's more about making a point than actually making them pay, because what they've been made to pay seems not really equitable, considering the amount of IP that they have stolen.
Yeah.
Including those of AFOLs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they crossed the line when they did that.
It's still too much. Too much. Everyone's sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
Sorry.
Continue.
Sorry. Just getting rid of the echo.
Echo. There's an echo.
Yeah, I got rid of it.
What?
So if you've been living in a hole,
Under a rock.
under a rock, in the middle of a lake.
In the middle of a lake?
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay. We're going to a weird place, Adam. That weird place includes drowning.
Lepin was ordered by a Chinese court to pay Lego $650,000 US.
That doesn't sound like much.
Yeah, but there is actually a little bit of extra information. What really people haven't been sharing out there is the Chinese court is not done chasing these companies, and from the sound of it, I've heard that if Lepin starts another company, they're going to be chased down by the Chinese court system again. I know it's going to be a vicious merry-go-round for years to come, but yeah. I've got in my mind, I think in my mind, the Chinese government is trying to get a good image for the country again.
Well, I
think that's what they're trying to do.
Adam, what the thing is that Lego is a large company. It has a good reputation. It said, we want to make our products in your country, but you have to look after us. And I think that without going into Chinese politics and stuff like that, I think the government wants to have that economic, good words and things. Yes.
Relationship.
Yes. Sorry, it's been a long day.
That's all right.
Sorry. Yeah, so, the Chinese government is going to be on the side of Lego because Lego has an impeccable reputation when it comes to their products, how they do business, their morals and all that sort of jazz. So, I can see that the Chinese government wants to do the right thing by all this. Because at the end of the day, Lego could turn around and say, no, that's it, we're done, pulling the pin, forget your factories, forget all those jobs, we're going to take it elsewhere.
Surprisingly, this is actually not the only type of court cases where have been happening in China lately. There's actually been a lot of other court cases to do with electronics have been running through the courts lately in China. A lot of these no-name or generic name companies who are basically ripping off technologies. Examples, Apple, as much as I don't like them. Microsoft.
Why do you hate Apple?
Because our apples don't like me. And they're all back to front, inside out.
No, they're not. Anyway.
Saying
that Lego may have stopped Lepin. Well, they haven't stopped them. Think of it as a stepping stone on the way to hopefully an end result that will, help clean up the market in China. Because I think what China's wanting to do is what Japan has done. Japan started with all the imitations, the copies. They got better and better and better. They got better and better and better, and then they started developing their own technologies and their own strengths. And, you know, when you buy stuff that's made in Japan, you have, you know, the reassurance that it's going to be good quality. Well, I'm pretty sure that China wants to shake that made in China issue that used to be the made in Japan problem. They want to shake that off, and they want to be a leader in manufacturing and technology. I mean, they're already leading the world with, you know, renewable, you know, resources, energies, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
green technology,
solar, and all that, green energy. Yeah. But, you know, as like the biggest population on the planet, they have to think forward now. Or they'll end up going backwards.
Yeah. Well, it's surprising. You look at all the big major companies what are starting to come out of China. Yes, there's still some problems with spying, as the saying goes, with certain technologies out there in China, but a lot of the technology China is actually inventing themselves.
Yeah.
Is quite good. They are a very intelligent country. It just got to get rid of their old ways of trying to make it.
They just need to take that step up like Japan did and be an innovator instead of an imitator. Yeah. And that's the problem. It's like, you know, Le Pen could do a good job of things that they do well. Like, you know, they do some really, really gorgeous Asian themed stuff. Why can't they do that? Why can't they do that and bring that to the world? Because that's a niche that isn't copying any IP. You know, I mean, you know, there's a bajillion places that do knockoffs of minifigures, and I'm not a fan of knockoff minifigures. But if they're doing something that's nothing like another brand, you know, it's not so harmful. You get my drift?
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they're just trying to piggyback on Lego's popularity.
Yeah.
And, you know, the fact that their brand has, you know, good quality and all that, people trust it. Yeah. I guess we'll wait and see as to how this all develops, because I know the last time an announcement came out, Lego was like, okay, people, just can we not talk about this right now? It's not finished in the courts. I think this is going to be an ongoing thing.
Yeah. As Duke said, yes, there is a lot of other companies what are owned by Leopard what produce fake Lego. And it's just going to take time.
Yeah. And they probably need to take on each one of those individual companies. Yeah. And that costs money. So they have to weigh up.
Well, the number one company that's so far taken out was the Bella brand, what was the fake minifigures. That was the first step in the right direction. Leopard was the next.
But there's so many others. There's like LibQ, there's DeCool, Xingbao, which is like a subsidiary of Le Pen.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, this is like I said, this is an ongoing thing. Unless the Chinese government starts going stomp, 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 and regulating a lot more heavily with manufacturing from local companies, I don't see things changing in any particular quick fashion without society in China changing, the culture changing, which I don't see happening either.
Oh, sorry.
But, you know, yeah, nice, you know, win in one battle. This is a battle.
We've won the battle, but the war's just begun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that one today too.
Okay, what else do we have on our list?
Let me find this stupid button again.
Geez, Adam, I thought you were organized.
No, I'm still recovering from having a real bad cold. New coloured brick separator coming new year.
Cool. Bailey's excited for this one.
So that's for all that screaming I could hear down this end. It was Bailey going, Teal! So, yeah, say goodbye to those annoying orange brick separators. You got buckets on buckets on buckets sitting around at home. Now you're going to have buckets on buckets of teal.
Yeah, looks like they picked the opposite end of the color wheel.
I put bets. They must have brought a lot of teal plastic granules.
I suppose this is one way of making sure the color gets used. I hope that's not going to have an impact on how much orange we're going to get. I suppose they've included a lot more orange in the general sets these days, particularly with Minecraft and stuff like that.
Well, there's some of the colours
I never realised
have been produced, but haven't made it to market. The three in the middle.
Yeah, I've seen the green one. The green one exists.
The green ones have been in modulars, and was it the Horizon Express?
Yeah, the green one I do believe was with the Palace Cinema. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It was only like in one modular.
No. It was in another one.
What other one?
I think it was the Parisian restaurant was the other one.
No. I had the Brazilian restaurant. We literally have only one green brick separator. So unless it was in one since, but I doubt it.
I don't know. I know there's been at least 2 or 3 sets that have come out with the green. But I don't know the reason behind why the green was stopped, because it was a good colour.
I don't know.
I like the green, but orange, yeah. Unless I think the orange was more sought after because I think it's bright, colourful. You can find it easily.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
And I guess that might be why they've picked teal too, because teal will stand out from other colours because there's not a lot of teal in the palette yet.
As much as they said the orange would stand out, no. I have spent weeks and weeks trying to find brick separators.
I have a whole container just over there.
I've got I think about 5 of them in my display box, and at the show I have fun and games digging through those boxes of Lego trying to find them.
That's why I have one in my handbag, one in this box, one in that box. Now I have a whole box of them at home. And I still lose them all and I go steal Adams. That's why you can't find them. No, I don't steal them. I go borrow them and then I give them back and then he puts them in a different place and can never find them again.
Or sometimes I'm building something during the show and at the end of the show it's rush. Pack up, slide it all in one box, and I can't remember which box it was in. That always happens. So, yeah. What do people think of the new colour? Oh, where is it? Bring teal back. There we go. There's teal.
Yeah, I like teal. It stands out.
And, yeah, no, what other colours would have preferred other than teal?
I like the look of those transparent ones.
I would love to see the red one come out.
I think you would lose it. I think you would lose the transparent.
Easily lose that one.
Really easily, but I think the plastic would be an issue. Yeah. I think because the acrylic grips harder, it might cause some issues, but at the same time, it might solve some issues. I don't know. I could see an acrylic plastic, like clear brick separator actually breaking more plates than already get broken.
Yeah. Winding back the history of the current brick tool, I still can't get over there's still a lot of people out there who still don't know how to use it properly.
Yeah, well, it's not like they exactly come with instructions. Like they have instructions saying don't fire this at your little brother's eye and take an eye out, but they don't have instructions on this is how you use a brick separator.
Well, how many years we've been doing shows now?
Douglas says reddish brown separator. Damn, it broke again. break the brick separator instead of the plate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, at the moment there's a problem with was it I think 3-year-old reddish brown plastic.
Yeah, I think the problem started when the Lego movie came out because we had a problem with the sea cow, I think it was.
Because I know I had a problem with some of the reddish brown on Mum's display I had to replace recently, and it was damaged really badly.
Johnny G said trans neon would be a good color. If you can't find your separator, turn on a black light. Now, where did I
Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, but then again, Darren would probably purchase some more and we won't have a single one.
Yeah, and I can see a problem with like black lights being a problem in the houses of pervert. I mean, I didn't say that. Oh, hello, fish.
Yeah. But overall, I've learned a lot with these new brick tools. I seriously enjoy the sharp end of it. Trying to get plates apart, love it. Getting tiles up, love it. I can't think of anything I cannot pull apart. Maybe getting into the bigger plates if you have them stuck on the base plate. Other than that, yeah. The future is coming. Lego is designing. Seems like they're happy at the moment. Let's hope everything goes well in the future for them.
Yeah, rainbow colored brick separator. No.
Oh, that would even be worse.
That I would buy. Oh, marble one like a Grangemouth.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes. Every single brick separator is individual and unique. Yes. They can make brick separators out of like the ends of like when they're changing over the colors.
Or use remnants of their plastic bin silos when they're clearing them out.
Yeah.
Let's just chuck them all in together.
You get a random color, and you get a random color. I should put on the mold for a brick separator at the end of a run for a particular color, and just have random colors of like you could get pink, you could get purple, you could get this color, that color. Make it random. Like, what color brick separator will you get?
Ooh, I can wish.
Douglas has the right idea. Glue in the dog. That would be a very expensive one. Glow in the dark plastic is not cheap.
Okay, I didn't realize I've got to be cautious with this next one. And I just realized there's confidential stance on some images.
Maybe just talk about it and not show the...
No, I've just got it set up so we can just read the text.
Okay.
Oh, come on, stupid. There we go. Okay, moving right along. And no, Douglas, I'm not pressing the red button.
Press the red
button. Go press the share button. There we go. Lego Group is making some exclusive sets for the China-only market. So, yeah. So, I think I've got the right text. These sets are special. They'll be the first of the sets that be exclusive to the China region. They will be, I guess, released for the Lunar New Year. I think that's January, if I'm right. It would be nice to have ABC if you can confirm with me, but she just disappeared for a sec. Yeah, so good excuse to go to China, guys. I think the goal of this is to put a positive feel on China and all that, and create exclusive products for certain regions. Similar things have happened around in the US and British markets in the same ways. Sadly, we never get. Oh, I was trying to think what I was going to say then, and I forgot.
Next.
Next. Don't say next. There's no next.
What do you mean there's no next?
Well, I knew we were going to talk about Flicker for a bit and Leopard.
You're telling me there's no next?
There's no next. So, I'm not going to press the red button.
Why not?
I'm not ready to press it. What the hell are you doing, Johnny G?
He's saying press the red button.
Oh! No. Not yet. So, yeah.
We're too small, but screw overpopulation.
Well, they made sense for being Australian related, but they're released worldwide. We don't get. Oh, actually, no.
Our market is too small for exclusive.
Hey, we've got New Zealand.
Our market is too small for exclusives. Even if you count New Zealand as like.
And all the islands.
Our population is too small.
Oh, come on.
Johnny D saying press the right button. Surely there is more things to talk about.
No, I think that's it.
You haven't done a debrief on Tweet.
On what? Oh, no, I haven't done that yet. I think that's all. Let me just double check.
So you're not going to talk about Tweedhead Seagull's brick event?
Yeah, just a sec. Oh, maybe this is the problem. I think that was all.
I hear dead air.
Dead air.
And it's so quiet. I can hear the cogs in your brain turning. They're making a horrible.
Oh. There has been some good things. What was it? Damn it!
I thought you were organised, Adam.
Well, I was busy today. Lego Shop, Gold Coast has had some exclusive. That's something I could probably share. Was it the Christmas?
They've had the Christmas one and the was it Diagon Alley mini?
Yeah, Diagon
mini scale build thing that is out of stock on Lego.com. Yeah. Will be available from tomorrow.
Yep.
I suggest that if you like to get this and you are local enough to go to Dreamworld, be there early, because I've heard that certain people will be there buying up big to get as many of them as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's times like this that I wish they had some kind of restriction on, people that are clearly retailers.
Mm. And the pick a brick wall is getting very bare at the moment too.
Well, we know who's blamed it, and it's not the children.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go back in my streams, and we actually talked about this topic a few weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
So here in Queensland, we have problems with certain people who strip our walls of anything worth money.
Mm.
So yeah.
And the problem with Australia is that we have limited supply. I've spoken to the store manager at Dreamworld, and the problem is like they're getting all their stuff, and then the good stuff gets stripped, and it takes so long to reorder stuff and for it to actually
Yeah.
that by the time they get it back in, something good on the wall again, it just gets stripped again because that person's sold out of all their things.
Yeah. The other thing is, surprisingly, there's still tons of the book, the pop-up book. We were in there the other day, and there's still heaps of those.
Yeah, that's
going
because
around.
the pop-up book is overpriced and underwhelming.
I'm trying to think what else is at the Lego store before we move on to Tweed. There's a lot of new Christmas-related stuff in stock as well. Also, there is a ton more like minifigure packs and what's the other one? Exclusive items as well for Lego store and Lego shop at home only.
Douglas is saying the stripping of walls happens at Chadstone too.
Yeah.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
My issue is like one of the biggest offenders in the Gold Coast area isn't a Bricklink store. They're not a Bricklink store. They sell on Facebook, which it's not like you're opening it to anybody who wants to buy that object. It's only people who happen to be on Facebook, which
is annoying.
Pickle the dead.
Yeah, and I actually finally met the new manager. He's quite nice. And
yeah, he's nice.
I'm officially a Lego VIP at Lego Dreamworld store.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't signed up for a card before now.
That's my first time in the store since the card came in.
Oh.
That's how long I haven't been in.
That is a while. That's right, because like the last time would have been when we went to Cox.
Yeah. Well, hopefully in the future I'll go a lot more now that it's actually worth my effort going down. There's a new shopping centre. Yeah, no, that's another positive thing, guys. If you want to go to the Lego Dreamworld store, there is a new Westfield shopping centre complex behind Dreamworld near the Coomera train station. Target, Kmart, I think, have just opened with Myers to come, and I think Big W. I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, so at least it's a worthwhile trip now to go to the Lego store. You can check out the local retail shops behind. It's now, Dreamworld is now officially not in the middle of nowhere.
Just mostly in the middle of nowhere.
Mostly in the middle of nowhere. Other than that, I'm trying to think what else.
Johnny G's asking, do we know if any toy story sets are coming? I would assume yes. I don't know.
We wait until December.
Yeah, I have not heard any rumors or whispers of anything.
Lego is being very secretive. They've been very mum lately. We still haven't even heard anything about the modular. I know I've seen leaks.
Well, they kept Assembly Square pretty quiet.
I've seen leaks, but I'm not holding my breath. It's true.
No, what leaks I've seen out there turned out to just be someone's mock. And people
no. Some of the leaks I've seen have been official, well, not official, but proper box art. I've actually seen box art. And the last time I saw box art and I said it was fake, it's fake, it turned out being real. So
yeah. I don't know.
I think I'm
some really good Lego trolls out in the community though.
But I can say announcement shouldn't be too far off. We're in November. November is when they announce them.
Yeah.
And what is it? Pre-ordering starts mid-December with launch on the 1st of January.
And if you're smart, you just wait like everybody else that, is smart and wait for it to come to a retailer because it always comes through a retailer.
Might be upwards of 6 months, but if you're worthwhile wait. Another thing I would share what is new out there, what would be interesting to Lego people out there. Target has now officially have in-store afterpay. You can now do afterpay in store.
They've had that for a little while.
Yeah. I've only just found out recently. They only just started advertising.
Does it live under a rock?
It's not actually advertised on afterpay. So
under a rock in a lake, Adam.
And I don't live near a Target, so I haven't walked into one in Donkey Yonks.
Target has the internet,
Yeah, but they only were advertising online. It was only when I read the catalogue the other day for the first time at Mum and Dad's place I found out about that. And that is in store, not just online. There is rumours I've heard Kmart might be next on the list of coming in store. So keep your eyes out for that.
Because they want your money and they want it now.
Personally, I think it's I think they're looking at other ways of eliminating storage with lay-bys. I think that was the main, the main reason.
I have not heard any rumors about whatever the Ninjago release that is big enough to have an announcement is going to be.
That Ninjago is not continuing, and then suddenly it will continue.
They're not going to do that. Not this year, at least.
But I have heard confirmations there is more Harry Potter sets to come next year. Not just Fantastic Beasts, Harry Potter. And yes, it'll be from the next round of movies.
They gotta milk that cash cow. They pay for the license. They need to milk that cash cow.
Yes. What were we talking about?
I don't know. This is your show, Adam.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I know what that noise is. Sorry. Something coming through my ear. I just realised it's the signaling for turning on hot water.
Nobody else can hear it.
I can hear things in my head.
Press the red button.
Okay, well, let's move along to Tweed.
No, let's not talk about Tweed.
Why? What was wrong about Tweed?
Oh, food was too expensive.
Food was expensive.
And they wouldn't let us bring out our own food. You were expected to go and sit in your car and eat it.
Yeah. Well, on the positive side, we had good accommodation.
Our accommodation that we got was good. I don't know about anybody else.
I think that's been the best accommodation we've had all year, actually.
As a venue, it was lovely. It was nice to photograph in. It would have been nice if it actually used all the lights. What was that all about? You're having issues. Uh-oh. Can everyone still hear
Right,
me?
I'm still here. I'm just changing where my headphones are coming from.
Okay, that was very loud and annoying. But anyway, as a venue, it was nice to photograph in and video in, but it would have been nicer if they actually put all the lights on.
There?
They only had like half the lights on. There were some sections of the venue that were darker than others.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, damn it. Oh,
You can't hear me.
yeah, no. Got an annoying noise in my head at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where
It's
it's
not
coming
coming
from.
through my end, but I think that they can hear something. I don't know.
No. Diggle's saying I'm hearing woodpeckers.
Anyway,
No. Yeah, no,
what
yeah.
downside? The fact that we had to go up a freight elevator to get everything in was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
At least we're a little bit more organised at Pack Up.
yeah, that's because we didn't have that woman that was completely useless.
Yeah.
And like.
Oh, and that 9 Steve took over. Got everything down so quick.
He didn't mess around.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if he'd been in charge all weekend, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because she needed some people skills. Seriously.
Yeah. Especially Saturday night. Oh, that was so rude. Oh, the security alarm's been set. You have 5 minutes to get out.
Share the story. She said, everybody needs to be out in 5 minutes. Out in 5 minutes, the alarms are going on. And then, like, mum, has mobility issues. She was, trying to grab her stuff, and like 5 minutes isn't long to give people to grab, what they need to grab. Like, we literally just finished
taking the
photo, and we're wandering over to, the stalls area to grab our stuff to leave. And she's coming in and saying, "Oh, you've got 5 minutes." It was going to take her 5 minutes just to walk across, one, like, it was a big basketball court area. It's not a short walk. And then I went ahead and I said, "Oh, look, I'm sorry, my mum can't walk very fast." She's like, "Oh, no rush." It's like,
you just said 5 minutes.
You just said 5 minutes, and the alarms are going to go on. And then, like, after we went out the door, we heard her talking to the big boss saying, "Oh, everyone's out. I'm happy." She was basically just wanting to go home. And I also found out that it hadn't been communicated by Brick Events saying that they had told them we'd be out by 6.
Yeah.
So, goes a little both ways. She was probably just trying to do her job.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah, as a venue, it was nice. Yeah, it would have been nicer if that venue was in town, though. It seemed to be out of town.
I personally reckon they would have been better off trying to get the Bowls Club in town.
Yeah, I know. When we drove past, I was like,
it was as big as Seagull, so it must have had the floor space somewhere. It was ridiculously huge. That would have been a better place to have it.
Yeah.
And at least had better selection of accommodation.
Look, at the end of the day, all the exhibitors put on a really awesome show, regardless of, how many people came and saw it. From that perspective, I think everyone can be proud.
I just want one more complaint about that woman. Finding out on Sunday there was a back way in. Everyone who missed the lift had to walk inside, walk up a ton of stairs, and walk up some more stairs to get in, when there was a shortcut out the back. We could have gone through a door and up and be in. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, the lack of lifts was an issue too, and the escalators were non-functional. It's like, what kind of a place is this? All these non-functional items. Yes.
And the positive thing about the venue has potential, but it needs a lot of work.
Oh yeah, well I think they're like renovating the stuff, and that's probably part of the problem.
Especially, I was saying to someone, they've got a lot of space out the back there to expand and make it a lot better, and actually make it into a proper venue for shows and events. But yeah, they haven't. They don't seem like they really want to put the effort. But
yeah.
Well, look out for the new year. Hopefully, maybe we'll have another good show. Not holding my breath. Not holding my breath.
Another good show coming south of the New South Wales border. I can't officially say where yet, but it should be good.
Actually, I just realised we went south of the border twice this year.
Yes, we did.
Oh my god!
And for anyone who's wondering why tweed heads, it's because our favourite Lego certified professional had his show at Dreamworld. They didn't know exactly where he was going to be, but the fact that he had it debuting on the day that we would have been having our show at the Gold Coast. Yeah. So it got bumped into November and bumped across the border so that we could still have a show. So it was a fun show. I think it was good. Everyone did a really good job. And I do have a highlight reel coming. I've just had a busy couple of weeks.
And watch ABC Space to see the end of Dino Park as you know it.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get some extra footage off Bill because he got different angles. So.
And I had fun and games lifting that Mum's car and bringing it all the way home for you.
Yeah, and it's still sitting in its box. I've got to scrub it. I guess that's
my guess you're gonna have to get some boxes and put them in and give everything a good clean.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Bill on Tuesday last night. He was saying apparently Kmart has like this doggy bath that is good for washing Lego in. You can drain it really easily, like a hydro bath type deal, but it's really cheap. Like, I might go look that up.
Well, you seriously go get that possum and pea smell out of your Lego.
Oh, there's no possum and pea smell. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to look in to see if that hydro bath thing still exists at Kmart because I know they have changed some of their products recently. So I'm hoping it's a new thing and not an old thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that it does sound like it might be a good thing for me to clean my Lego because I could go outside in the sunshine and wash it outside and have the mess outside instead of inside the house. Because I tried, I went to clean. This is terrible. I went to clean out the bath of the dust because we don't use it, so like dust builds up all the time.
Yeah.
And I went to wash it out and I managed to flood the bathroom floor because the drain backed up because I turned the tap on too hard. And the drain goes, "You want to put how much water down the drain all at once?" Yeah.
That sounds like my shower before I went to Tweed. It did not want to drain. It got a blade clean out in half. I'll tell you one thing. I got the hose and I was putting up and down the drain pipe trying to get any of that crap out. I don't know what was blocking it, but it wasn't letting the water drain out of the shower.
Oh, might have been hair.
Surprisingly, I think it wasn't.
Wasn't okay.
I don't know what.
Well, you live in a rental. I have pulled vacuumed up some pretty weird shit out of our drain upstairs.
But on the positive side, it's now clear and drains real nicely now.
Oh, that's good. We might have to employ the use of a plumber with one of those things that go and smush up anything that's down the pipes.
Yeah.
I think our problem's being caused by tenants from long ago, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Been an ongoing issue. Never mind.
Yeah, so that's Tweed in a nutshell.
So Adam, have you got any new things that you're wanting to do with your mock, or changing up things for next year? Because that's the other thing that happened, is that a lot of people I've talked to are like, oh yeah, I'm just completely trashing everything, starting again. Or people are rearranging and building lots of new things to change up things for next year. So I am very excited for 2019, because there should be a lot of new stuff.
I do have new things coming, but it's not that dramatic.
Okay.
It's too soon to do that yet.
Although there's part of me that's concerned about the number of people that are saying that, oh, that's it, I'm just disassembling everything, gonna start fresh. It's like, how quickly are you gonna build a whole new diorama display concept?
I can say there's some interesting things in the planning with group, sort of not group but group linking displays in the new year.
Oh yeah, because was it the Train Pals and Andrew's display linked up to that last show? That looks good. I know I was talking to Jeff, our ambassador, and he was like going, it didn't flow. It's like, it doesn't need to flow.
No.
Like, there's a very clear delineation of where one starts and the other one ends. And it was good because you got a longer run and you got to see the trains really well. I was really happy with it. It was awesome.
I know there's been plans for a while to link mine and Dad's display up, but I've got to do my extension yet. Farm.
Oh.
My farm. Finally my farm. I've started it. Well, I started the silo part of it. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Anyway.
One other thing I actually haven't shared. If you live on the Sunshine Coast, Myers Toy Department is now back open.
Yeah, they're open, but they're not fully unpacked. They will be by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually saw one of the Lego reps brought in a new Friends statue, like a couple of Friends. Yeah. So shiny. Looks like Darth Vader is gone.
Oh, we knew that was going to happen. He keeps getting stolen anyway.
Oh, bits of him get stolen.
No. He keeps disappearing every so often to get loaned to other Myers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting to see where he's going. Because I don't.
He'll probably end up in the city again.
But yeah, the new Myers looks fresh and modern and very well lit. Yes, very happy.
And not too long, and the rest of it will start slowly trickling open.
Yeah, well, the new extended Myers officially being open tomorrow.
Yeah. So, yeah, and David Jones is not too far away. I hear it'll be open for Easter. Big W somewhere in between that as well. So, yeah.
Oh, Big W somewhere in between. That means it's going to be closer to the end where Meyer is. Rather than the new other end. Yeah. But it's been interesting watching them build the building. Lots of
other than was it a high ropes course now proved to be finished mid next year?
Yeah.
So go Lego shopping at the Myers and David Jones Centre, and then finish off your day going on a high ropes course.
We'll go on the high ropes course, get all hyped up, and then go buy Lego. Woo!
So I think that's now officially every big major retail now in the plaza.
Press the red button.
Press the red button. Trying to think and make sure I've said everything. Yes, ACA is back next Wednesday. Fingers crossed I'm not sick again. End of the year is coming up. Christmas rundowns will start soon. Well, I think ACA in December before Christmas. We'll be doing the rundowns of what AFLs are wanting for Christmas this year. So keep your eyes out for that. I'm not sure what next week's topic is yet. Still, other things. I didn't do that. My new computer's on its way, so hopefully stream quality will be coming good in the near future. And keep your eyes out. Fridays, TGI Friday with ABC and her fellow friends.
Way of trying to make it up for the fact that you're always promoting yourself on my channel.
Hey, I promote you every time. Keep your eyes out for ABC's videos from Tweed Head. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe on my YouTube channel. Other than that, thank you for all the people in the chat. Johnny G, Douglas Brick. Who else was in? I'm on the mouse.
Test pad.
Johnny, who else was in? Oh, Tessa.
Already said that.
Martin. That was the other one. Martin.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Play well. Oh, no, damn it.
We'll see.
Play well, and keep on building. Until next time, stay safe, and bye for now.
Bye. Toodles. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Press the red button, Adam. Press the red button.
No red